please, if you haven't registered to go round, you need to do it. It's on the way to have a run, you guys.
Ready for sale. Benjamin stepping up 2 miles. It is your race 120, 14-year-olds. Finley, Alpino, Patel, Lawrence, Marcelo. The 8-year-olds coming at you. It is the birthday boy himself, Finley Thomas. Logan Young, and then we have the dark. Crazy, I think. Have a look at that. Second rapid progress, 14-year-old, you can see Lewis getting quick follow. Round number 3, South Region 2025. Finals are a go with the B-Final. The mixed cruiser 12 and Bram Heaver has absolutely boosted the first straight. He's coming back towards me. Jack Swells is there in the tool. Dad's up behind me, probably trying not to shout. There he goes. 21 is Thomas Barnard in the 3. Leading it through the Bram Heaver. Manually into the final turn. Looks like this is his. Swells looks solid. Do these guys look to the Barnard? This is cruiser 40 and over as B-Final. You've got Odlin, Snipe, Merrin. Correct? One of the touches. Not the best 3. Merrin's pulled his feet out. He's coming up to the first spot. Into the second turn then. The army shirt of Tom Odlin. Manually in Snipe, Merrin. Looking to find some form on the last 2 straight. Never used to go right in out as he got his fitness back. He's had some injury. Top of the track then. Odlin it is in and out the final turn. Manually. Okay. Okay, watch out for some funky moves in this one. There to enjoy themselves. Pick up manually, jumpity. Now push it. Mitchell across the black skating down Days to leave 30. That's a triple quadruple manually. All good fun in the B-Final. Here we go with the. We got the 6 and under B-Final. Oh my! It's Hackney versus Hackney. I was going to find out if that was Victor or Tate, but one of them took off. Their front wheel, that wheel overtook their head. Looked back at him. He pulled it back around, bounced it straight. So that manoeuvre was performed by the 5.58 of Victor Anderson. And 3.84 of Fox is going with it. They want the win though. Remember, monitor on the line. You do get a 7.7. Oh, no, no. Now a 1 footer. Down the bottom straight, the Victor Anderson leading it out from Kate Wood. Rocky Top, sorry, Kate. Rocky Top. Yeah, guys, you deserve that round of applause. Hackney. North. But final 6, sees the B final for the 7-year-olds. I know Nico the Potato wants to make up for his crash. He's out there leading it through. I think you've got Andover Noah Taylor there in the 2, yeah, it is. Merrin's in there as well, little Henry Merrin. He's getting faster by the week. He started in the Deep South last season, but it is Nico the Potato leading it through from Noah Taylor. Merrin in the 3, the 222 of Harry Douglas. And in the 507 of Arlo White. Final turn then. The win for Potato. Eight-year-old B final is go. Semi-final on the last straight, so you want to win this one. He won on the round up at Andover. Wants to go in with a win on this one. Hackney in the 2. Noah Hoffman. And you've got Beckham's Jude Gordon Daly in the 3. With the 694 coming through for the 4 of Lewin France Brotherton. So Atlas Lewis Bill stamped his authority on the 3rd straight. Oh, falling breeze. 9-year-old B final Ned Wills. Harley Lakers in that 2nd spot at the moment. Has Wills got the fitness? Oh, Ronnie Mead coming up on the inside. Ronnie Mead, William Cairns. Wow, this is a B final. These are some of the fastest 9-year-olds in the South, only in the B final. They'll want to make the A final next time. It is Harley Laker. Laker in the 1. Lee in the 2, Wills in the 3. They come back towards me. Alrighty, we are off with the female 9 to stage Madison Stuttle. I thought Madison was going to jump the first jump then. I wouldn't put it past. Looks like she's put it down the track. Tessa Johnson, also really fast improving rider from Runby. What you don't realise, mixed passes here, so these are the younger end of the 9 to 10-year-olds. Logging out, here comes Tessa, putting a charge on Maddie. Watched her dad throw himself on the ground earlier. Hope she doesn't do the same. Follows in mum's footsteps more than dad. Tessa Johnson in the 2. With Gordon 3. Alright then on the track, who's got the what to take the stop spot? Hudson Edith is. Oh, we got another man down on that jump. It's Luca Tramontano. He'd have been hoping to make the A final, making up by taking the B final with tied up on the last straight in the semi-final. Maybe fitness will help. Oh, well, let's push it through. Let's get all the way to the line. This all about the long journey. Still that bird, get some training in, you'll be faster next time. Hudson Edith leading it through, looking strong. But here comes a charge. Here's Parker Hughes. Parker Hughes is manualing through in that 2. Oh, 3 and 4, keep your eye on those 2 guys. The jump club is coming. What's the steam train? Not quite. Oh, I didn't see Otto. Final number 11 is your male 11-year-old B final. Swells is there in the 2, so it's the second guy. Jumping his way through Benjamin Gray. The Swells is an edge past him into turn number 1. You have Gosport leading it out from Knightwood with 2 Peckham dudes in 3 and 4. The Knightwood rider, Ed Worrell, another super fast guy from this class. Little track at Knightwood, but big on skill. Into the turn we go. The Swells winding up. About 4.5 fights, a rough estimate. A builder's estimate. Whoa. In the 2, Peckham 3, 4 and 5. That's Gray, Grant and Drummond. The Swells take the win. Well, we've got our 11 to 12-year-old B finals looks like. It's the Hawks of Russell. Pritchard, he is definitely an A final. He's stolen it, stolen in the B final as well. Wow. Some of this racing, then you've got France Brotherton leading it through, then Russell Pritchard. It's the third, number 2. Ain't the bad what she got, he couldn't pass it straight. It's stolen there in the free. Here it is. Right, we go with the 12-year-old, the final. Lucas Gomez Sanz jumped in, but it's now Eldazan to take. Can't make it stick. Back in my direction. Eldazan edges to the inside with Padger, your female European number 3, your winner. Both days it's older in that female 12-year-old plus. He's coming back. He'll be hungry for the win against his boys. Eldazan against Padger. Lucas Gomez Sanz in the free. Padger coming back under. I just take the win. I can be quiet. The game is going. It comes out a little wide. So you have got Cooper, Markley. Actually, where is it? Markley. Who's that in the 2? So 35 bike. The 35 bike of Max Cooper, followed by the 32 bike of Jordan Abijade in the 3. That's the 1 to 3 as they disappear on the first straight and away from me into the final turn. Then looks to me that Max Cooper's getting it done. Oh, guy in lane 1, Milo busy. Oh, but look at Milo Woodcock may not be the biggest rider in the pack, but he is super stylish and super skillful. Hannah into the 2 spot. The 14 bicycles going through in the 3, the 14 bicycles even Jones. So it is Milo Woodcock absolutely torn this B final apart. Hannah in the 2, Jones in the 3. Alright, you 13-year-olds hitting the first straight away. Henry Conroy's got a good one, but I think it's on the inside of him. All's the move, I missed it. I looked down at my sheet. Henry Conroy on the charge, back in my direction. Nathaniel Tonsky is up in his right hand pocket, but here comes the move from Cyclopark. Whoa, Max Aitry got the move of the day underneath that second turn. Tonsky's gone after him. Conroy may have tied up for that move. Gosport, or Conroy comes back in Gosport. Cyclopark in the 4. Who's that? Who's that in the 4? Oh, I'm going to get it close. Aity's taking the win. Oh. And over the final. Looks to be that Nita Wong's got a lovely gate out there. What? Fong in there in the 2. Always smiling Fong. Comes down the gates at Bournemouth sometime. Always happy to chow. Anita Wong doing it for DC Cycles, leading it through. You've got TNT, Faith, Gold Tip, and then the armies, Ornella, McGarvey, Miles, coming through for that 4, doing a little jumping thing on the step up. But Anita Wong looks to be like she's getting this done. Holding the inside line, keep moving by. Alrighty. Here's the 4C over B finals. Jason Lewis, they look like they've got it. Tinky's there in the 3rd place, winding it back in my direction. Mark Moore, no show in this one. I've got Mr. Ray. Oh, I don't think I have. It's Salmon. Oh, Lewis goes on the Salmon. O'Hare's in there. There's the Turner from Andover. Final turn then, Lewis. Oh, Lewis goes inside, outside. This is going to go to the line. Summers moves through for the win. Right, you're 50 and over B final. Richard attacking the lead though. Shenny's driven on par. Not literally, in the bicycle turn. So we have Shenny versus Richard in 1 and 2. Oh, stuck into that 3rd spot. Where's Whittaker? Floundering around in the 5. You've got the 18 bicycle. The 18 bike coming through in there is Daniel Perry George in the 4. So it is Shenny leading it through from Richard at the moment. Shenny's still alive. So what have we got? What have we got? What have we got? We've got a good training. This is, guys, just think about it. Every 0.00001% counts. Fitness, skill, race scenario. Go all the way to the line. Make it count. 171 Dylan Barlow at the moment. But Somerville's coming back in. This is going to be a good race, a head-to-head. Love it. Somerville fans some pump as Barlow's next on. Barlow from Somerville. Barlow shut down. Somerville gets his manual slightly donkey. The Barlow styles it through. Payback. Oh. Payback B-Final is a go. Looks like Bowen's got the snap from late two, but here comes Jake on the outside. It is Jake Bob. Phillips is there in the free. Set on Bowen's help. Larkins in the four. Back in my direction. Over the process. 1-4 on top for the fastest lap of the day, and here he is in the B-Final coming through. Hi Bowen, your world number 5, stay strong, shirt. Pro starts Larkins, Moto 1, Phillips coming through there. Jay Young is taking it through. Arnessa wants to have a wonderful time in the last straight, but taking the win in the B-Final, and probably one of the most stacked regionals we've ever seen in this country, and he takes one forward. Hey, finals are go. Sheffy's been shot out again. And he holds off the hard charging Harding. No, Harding jumps into the lead. Sheffy in the free. So who's that on the Cyclopark shirt? Not Cyclopark, Retro Racing in the 2. Retro Racing back in my direction. That's going to be. Oh, who is it? It's Harding leading it through. It's obviously the 634. Oh, Zach Hamill. So sorry, Zach. I'm still on a cruiser, man. Sheffy is there in the 3. Wells is in the 5. Just working past Sports Max Livingston at the moment. Final turn and hasn't dropped a lap all afternoon. Leighton Harding working his way back to form after an iffy couple of years. Did you look at 3, 4 and 5? They're 2, 2 and 4 even. The Swells wants it. Close on it. The Cruiser 13 to 14-year-old at Who's got the watch to take the top spot? The answer is Newton Hindley at the moment, but the hard charging Robin Matten Alonso is packing himself into his right hand back pocket. Hadley Harding is in there in the free spot at the moment. Hunter Mallion in the 4. Logan Young's coming around the outside of him. Keep your eye on the second quarter though. It is Robin Matten Alonso taking up the lead. In and out the second turn they go. It's Harding War over Manuel. That's let Logan Young edging up to that 3 spot, has it? No. Newton Hindley in the 2, your winner. Jumping his way through, Robin Patton Alonso. Cruiser, 15 to 16. Here we go with the Cruiser, 15 to 16-year-olds. Looks like Mike Sanno's got the game, but no. Au contraire, Bradley Davison double manuals his way into the lead. Jumping through there also is Santiago Montano. He's in the 3 at the moment. So who's the other? Oh, Jamie Hayward. At the moment, Bradley Davison, the blue horse shirt. Charging on through. Well, there's about 3 bike lengths for the O5 of Jamie Hayward. That's your 1 and 2. With Santiago Montano in the 3, but he's got the pressure coming from Wesley Simi. Wesley Simi up past Santiago. No, he's not. Final turn, Bradley Davison absolutely rails it. Checks in, checks out, and checks home. Right, final number 25, sees the Cruiser. 30 to 49 exclusive, I think. Here we go with the Cruiser 40 over. Leading into the turn, then it's Marco, but it is Bode. Bode is Hungarian counterpart. It's trying to smooth away through the first straight. Eldazad is in that 3 spot. Back in my direction. Dalton Bode finds the backside. Marco has got pressure now from his former clubmate Eldazad and Hassel and Reed having to go at it. Oh, that's what got him around the outside of Reed. Marco looks like he's just slowed down on the manual. That's the Eldazad's into the 2. Top of the track then. Dalton Bode absolutely back on form. Checking out. Eldazad's coming through for the 2. Marco 3. Hassel 4. Berno 5.
Win.
Here come the 50 and over. Clears the final. Phillips is quite a good game, but it's Barnard again. Manueling into the lead. Barnard from Phillips. That's your 1 and your 2. Oh, jump up. Down, get a little bit stupid, but he got over it. Any which way he can. Back in my direction then. Oh, Barnard. Looks like he's going to make it 4 out of 4. Now Phillips through biking it. Hot Shot Bicycle coming through, and the team captain of Hot Shot Bicycle. But I wouldn't rush with your lowers, Matt, because hard charging. Jannies are coming. Oh, I just see ties up just as I say that. The Paul Barnard makes it a clean sweep and just it over easy. Right, you've got your cues up. Hide your eyes, here come the old guys. Whitaker's got a gate, he's jammed on the brake. That's right. Keeper, shuffling into the lead, Whitaker. Takes both hands off the brake and lands into roll force. Chapman's batted out with Whitaker. Wolf's in there in his first race back. But Keeper coming through. He should take the win in the 55 and overs. I think it's been 4-4. Whitaker's rolling through there. Chapman in the 3. Wolf in the 4. I think that's the way it's going to be for the day. Go on, Michael. I hear the shout from the turns up there. Does Michael go on? Find them. Sort of a 7 out of 10. But Keeper is your. What, Keeper, 30 and over females. Final round of Grand Prix. We have. That's it. Freezer 30 and over females. We show stuff all managed in a way. Last season, I don't remember, there was a massive gust of wind, took about 5 of the ladies out. They had a national here, all in one whoosh. So she's got for it lovely this time. Stuffle leading it through to Wong in the 2. Lemons in the 3. We're on 4. And that's Chloe Burr in the 5. I think that might be one of Chloe's first races. Definitely getting a pump of coming on, looking good. Off of the track there, Micho Stuffle, Gosport National Racing Team. Taking the win. Cruiser female, 17 to 29. Riders ready, watch the gate. Here we go with a 17 to 29-year-old female. Willets has got the snap. Back to Alonso, finds some drive through the triple, which propels her into first place by about 2 bike lengths. Willets is sat in there in the shoulder. Radcliffe in the 2. Roxy H is going well in the 3. Anna Hedges coming back at her though on the second straightaway. Into the turn we go. Matson Alonso following in her brother's footsteps. He took the win earlier. She thinks I better do the same or he's not going to shut up. Into the third straight. He manuals it away. Willats in the 2. Radcliffe in the 3. H3 4. Hedges 5. And 6. I think that is going to be it. So we're going to hand over to Arm. I actually know some of these riders for the 17 to 29-year-old final.
Here we go then, 17 29. Lou Jack's on the inside. Lewis Longley's also getting in there. Stanley Palmer's jumping into the corner, so 3 abreast into the corner. Jack Mowat goes in. Stanley Palmer comes out in the 2. That is Jack Wiggins in for the 3. Dylan Seaman for 4. Lewis Longley for the 5. But out front, Jack Mowat and Stanley Palmer going out into the third straight. So they're going into the last corner. Any moves going to be made into the corner. One goes in high. So down the last straight. Mowat and Stanley Palmer. Stanley Palmer's now got in front. So Stanley Palmer takes the win. Jack Mowat for 2. Wiggins for 3. Longley lunging in for the 4.
Well, you go one on one off, that'll work, won't it? Here come the pocket rockets, the Sprockets hard go. Oh, they're jumping into that jump. It looks for me like it's Amari Bamford leading it through, but Ruben Sparrowhawks put the afterburners on. Diving under him is Rupert Garner. They are absolutely elbow to elbow as they merge for me. It is an absolute sprint through the second straightaway. Garnet and Sparrowhawk and Garnet up over the big step table. Pushing through their pedals. Amari is there in the 3 with the 598 coming through for the 4. Jude Rocky top of the track. There looks to be like Rupert Garnett has got through the third straight with about 3 bike lengths lead at the moment. Ruben Sparrowhawk maybe tying up. Has he got anything on the last straight? Maybe not today. The victory is going back to Bexel Rupert Garnett. I think that makes it 2-1 on the series. All to play for going into the final round.
Here we go then, girl 6 and under down the start hill. Noah Kerr from the outside takes off over the first jump. Billy Sawyer going in for the 2. Fourth rider on the outside for the 3. That's Erin. So Noah Kerr goes into the first berm in the lead. Billy Sawyer for the 2. Erin going on for the 3. Lenny in 4. And Molly in the 5. So Noah's leading out. Going down the second straight. Billy's chasing. And then Erin is chasing her. So they go into the second corner. Round they go. Pedaling all around the corner. Get as much speed as they can for the third straight. As if Billy's starting to catch up with Noah as they go down the third straight. Erin's still in for the 3. So into the last corner. Billy and Noah going in. Noah goes in low. Makes a nice line around the corner. So out they come. Noah in for the 1. Billy for the 2. Erin for 3. Lenny for 4. And Molly in for the 5.
Old A final hits the track. Did I mention Esme Anderson? She's there? Sorry, Esme, if I didn't mention her. I don't know what happened there. But it's Jasper Ills on wheels, flying into turn number 1. The 2 Gospel guys in absolute hot pursuit is Arthur Kinge. John Joe Bloodell's in there as well. John Joe, he's there in the 4. So it is Arthur Kinge. Eddie Brown. Sorry, Eddie. I'm getting my tongues tied. It's the 299. Coming through, Arthur Kinge the 2. But Jasper Hills has lit the fuse, jumped the first jump. Looks like he's taken it to the front. Gospel 2, Gospel 3, running lead in 4. Beckham's Alexander French in 5. Harry Taylor's there for Bournemouth in the 6. Esme Anderson 7. Beckham Samuel Ortizari. But no one was touching this guy today, Jasper Hills.
Here we go then, female 7 to 8. He's going to get down the slide hill first. Looks like the rider on the inside from Hackney. 2 go down, 3 go down, 4 into that, over that first jump, so into the first corner. We have got, already put out see their number plates. As they come towards us, the 172, that is Lottie Arnold. She had last week in the final, and she's gone into the lead. The 700 in the 2. That is Isabella Henry, also the other Hackney rider. That is Sophie Sperman in the 3 and Brixton in the 4. That is Sarah. So into the last corner. Lottie Arnold leads it out. Lily Moore's got back up, finishing her lap. Also the 558 rider, that is Bodie Brazier, finishing her lap. But Lottie Arnold takes it to the line. Other 2 riders are getting checked out by first aid.
The riders ready, watch the game. The 8-year-old final hits the track, Bucknick. Oh my goodness me, changed his mind, I think, in the last minute. Bunking it endo and into the first jump, didn't get his pedals quite right. That has left Finley Kerr. Finley Kerr has never won a regional, I don't think. He's got his namesake, Finley Thomas, charging after him. In the 3 spot is Rory Kempsford. So these 3 guys have really put the cat amongst the pigeon. Finley Kerr looking for his first regional win. Thomas is coming back into 2 on his birthday. Rory Kempsford on the 042, finding some pedals in there. Hillingdon Hawks is Augustus Bartolini's in the 4 spot. Last straight away then, the retro racing team are going bonkers on the first straight, because bringing it home. Finley Kerr from Finley Thomas from Rory Kempsford.
Here we go then at the gate. Philip and also Oscar get a good start. They both jump the first, so does Joe Pritchard on the outside. So Philip Selminus goes into turn first. Oscar Marco's going in for 2. Arthur Mason's trying to make a move into 3. Two riders go down in the berm, but still Philip Selminus going out in front. Oscar Marco and Joe Pritchard are chasing. They're proper trying to get underneath in that berm. So into the third straight, still Philip in the 1, Oscar in 2, Joe in 3, Arthur in 4. The rider from TNT, that is Jensen Jessup in for the 5, and Caleb Torney in the 6. But Philip Selminus taking it from the start. Oscar Marco in for the 2. Joe Pritchard's making a push to the line. Doesn't quite nick it. Arthur Mason for the 4.
Here come the girls. Cross on the inside, got a good game leading into the first jump. One bit away through the two Brixton girls. Around 3 and 4. River Henderson has dived to the inside, trying to make moves happening. Can she make it stick? No. Brixton girls shut the door down on her. Back in my direction, then Cara Cross looked in on the 8 bike. The national 8 bike made the final with the Brits, looking to take her 6th and second win of the season in the series. Arabella Denton's in the 2, but Rivers making the moves up onto Arabella. That's your 1 to 3 as they disappear down the 3rd straight away from me. Megan Keller's in the middle, battling out with Cheek there in the 5 and 6. The top of the track, far across, back down onto the final straight. Has she got enough in the tank, finding some half pedals through those rollers, but look at it for 2 and 3. Easing up. River comes through to 2 car across, holds on for that win.
Here we go then, male 10 to go. Who's going to get out of the start first? It looks like that is Joseph Lewis from Gosport, and then also in there, the second rider, that is Aidan Baptiste. He's gone behind the turn trying to make moves. Actually, Lewis still loses the pedal in the corner. In the 3, that looks like Dominic Stepanos and the 2 TNT riders. That is Oliver Hawker and George Stokes into the second turn. Joseph Lewis is leading it out. Aidan Baptiste is making moves on Dominic Stepanos. They're going down the second straight. They first straight into the last turn. Joseph Lewis is leading it out, taking it from the start. The 2 riders going for the second. Dominic Stepanos and Aidan Baptiste. Aidan's going to get it. Dominic is 3, and then the 2 TNC riders 4 and 5.
Riders ready, round and far. It is the Braintree bullet leading it through. Warner's going through. Oh, we've got a man down and 1 foot from Moto car, nearly saved it. Didn't quite make it. In and out of the first turn. Edward it is, leading it forward at the moment. In hot pursuit of him is Lucas Duwaldi, and Warner's in that 3 spot. So that's your 1 to 3 as they go past me. Braintree bullets, your bicycle, in and out the turn. Lucas Duwaldi's coming back now with a lovely smooth manual and a half crank. It is absolutely elbow to elbow into the final turn. Edward's on the swoop, they're looking high and low, he's hunting for every direction he can. Edward looks like he's just about held on. What a racer, Edward from Lucas. Warner's coming through from the 3, and that's going to be Lindenhall, Hayden Bowling in the 4. Riders ready, watch the gate. Betty Wills has got the snap, but Keller's going after her. They're riding it through, so it is Wills. And Keller, Millie Ross is making a charge on the outside. That's got Pallister. Oh, Millie Ross has gone all the way around the outside. Or has she? They are back underneath her. It is at the moment. The Ross leading it through. Betty Wills and Laura Keller are elbow to elbow into turn number 2. Keller, by about half a bike, but Betty's getting back under her. 3 riders there. I can see them back in that 4 spot. 2 races then. Last corner action, here we go. 3 riders going in. In now the final turn, leading it through. Keller's coming back with a charge out of the corner. Keller, Ross in Keller. Keller, Ross. Like something out of Friends. I think Keller took it from Ross. The wheels on the line. Wow.
Okay, here we go then, male 12, someone flips on the gate. But Jacob Anderson goes straight into the lead, double manual in the triple. They enter the first corner, Jacob Anderson, they're about 4 abreast, someone's making moves. That is Ronnie Payne in for the 2, the rider in 3. That is the number 16. That is a male challenger, he's into the 2 now, Zach Elmo in the 4, but Jacob Anderson leads out from a male challenger. Ronnie Payne in for the 3 into the last corner. They're still in the same top 4. They're making moves for 6 and 7. But Jacob Anderson took it from the start from a male challenger and Ronnie Payne.
One more and more. People just want.
Okay. Who's got the grunt to take it to the front? Crooks, Martin and Vass, but towards Zillow's jumping, so too is Miller. Miller's edged up to the front. First turn we go. Crooks, Martin, Vass on his outside, towards Zillow on his inside. Miller's in a heap of traffic. Looks like Malians forced him out, and Malians moved into that 4th spot. Towards Zillow it is with Vass. Looking for a way through. Here comes Crooks Martin with a move on back. That's let Twinzillo escape a little bit, I think. Oh, Twinzillo fronts his manual slightly righty lefty, but he holds on. In and out the final turn. Twinzillo from Crooks Martin. From Bass Miller's made his way back into that 4th spot. But Twinzillo's going to hold on to take the win.
Okay, here we go then, only 6 of the front up, but who's going into the front? Nora Sorensen on the inside, but who's up from the outside from Peckham? That is Matilda, so she's taking the lead from Anushka in the 2. That is Nora Sorensen going in the 3, Nora Salmon in 4, Ella Blue Chitney in 5, and right, the 2 out in front from Peckham. Matilda taking it from the start. Anushka made it in the last corner. Someone goes underneath. Anushka takes the lead. So down the last straight, Anushka from Matilda. Ella Blue Chidley and Clara Salmon go down on the last straight. Ella Blue Chidley's back up. Is she going to finish Ella? Here we go then, 14s are going down the hill. Elvis Lawrence got a good start. Robin's on the inside. Also, Newton Hindley's getting in there. So into the first berm. Elvis Lawrence is in. Newton Hindley's in the 2. Robin Masson Alonso in 3. Oscar Jewell in the 4. Ronnie's gone off the pro section, but Elvis still leading out. Newton pedaling into the corner, trying to get some extra cranks in. Robin into the 3. Oscar Jewell in 4. Ronnie Richards in 5. Logan Young in 6. Samuel Rawlinson in 7. And Thomas Westmore in 8. But Elvis Lawrence still taking the lead. There's a battle for the 2 between Robin and Newton. Who's going to get an Oscar Jewell for the 4. Newton takes the 2nd. And Robin for the 3. Okay, here we go then. Open 15s. Brady Hughes on the inside. The Nightwood rider from the outside. That's Eli Price also getting in there. So they're going 3 abreast into the corner. That is Reed Hughes in the front. Hackney rider in the 2. That is Julian Gonzalez, and then number 18 in the 3, that is Enzo Shaw. So Reed Hughes leading it out from Julian Gonzalez, and then Enzo Shaw, but Reed Hughes taking it from the start on his home track, going to take the win.
Every time I turn around,
there we go, open 16s down the hill. Rufus Cosinet's got a good gate, but also has Oscar Stanbury from the outside, so into the first berm. Rufus going to take the lead. Oscar Stanbury in for the 2. That is Angus Graham in the 3. Cyclopark rider Connor in the 4, and the Hawks, that is Jamie Hayward in for the 5. Making moves in the corner, but Oscar Stanbury's leading it out from Rufus and Angus Graham battling for the 2 and 3. But Oscar Stanbury still leading it out from Angus Graham, from Rufus. And there's a late charge down the last straight from Jamie Hayward. Is he going to nick the 3rd spot? I believe that was the transponders. Okay, here we go then, 17 plus females. That looks like. And then there's got a good start. Double manual in the triple. Goes into the corner. As Lacey Baird going into the 2nd. Ella Lamb in for the 3. Elijah French in the 4. Oh, Cyclopark rider nearly goes down, manages to hold on to it. So that means Aaliyah Accarelli can get into the 4th spot. But Anita Price leading it out from Lacey Baird. And Ella Lamb in the 3, Aaliyah Accarelli in 4. Roxy in the 5. Making moves in the barrel, and Aaliyah getting into that 4th spot. Lucy Gardner's trying to make benefits out of that, trying to get that 5th spot. But Anita Price takes it from the start. Here we go then, 40 plus to go. Danny Taylor's on the inside, GT rider. That is Simon Holmes and going in for the 2. Trying to make his move underneath Danny Taylor, but Danny Taylor leads it out of the first one. Simon Holmes for the 2. That is, he's bringing it for the 3. Trying to make moves in that second firm. Gary O'Brien going on to Darren Knight, leading into the 4th spot. Adrian Woodcock in the 5, in the 6th, but Danny Taylor leading it out in around the last corner. He's got pressure from Simon Homework. Does he have the legs to sprint to the line? Danny Taylor's going to take it.
Baby.
50 plus down the hill, half of them are riding flats, half are riding cliffs. But Lee Hunt's got a good start from Stephen Hassel, but Stephen Hassel's got into the first berm in front. Lee Hunt in the 2, Tony Phillip Evan in 3, Keith in the 4, Michael back in 5, Matt Phillips in 6, Jason King in 7, Nigel Way in 8. But Stephen Hassel leads out from Lee Hunt. Tony Phillip Evan in the 3, Keith Dooley still going in the 4, Michael back in 5, he's cruising in 6, but Stephen Hassel leading out from all the other riders that are in flats. But Stephen Hassel going to take the win. Lee Hunt in the 2, Tony Phillip Evan in 3, Keith Dooley in 4.
We have on the gate. Here we go, then Daniel Ford, good gate into the 2-2-2 of Jack Rickson. I missed Jack out on the things at the start, but he is making up for it now. Kieran Binnicross is going into that 2 spot. Right at the top of the track, he has been on it like a car bonnet all afternoon. Daniel Ford on hard to jumping into turn number 2. Might be looking to move up to that payback class, baby. Looks like he might have the speed in him for it. Managing his way through in the 2nd spot. Kieran is getting a little bit loose. Held on into the final turn. Jack Rickson's charge. Tom Windward coming up, scoring the last winner. Ended up maybe a little bit high. Coming back. Win, Daniel.
Seventeen, 18 to go down the hill. Harvey Tomlinson's got a good start, so is Charlie Granger. And Malachi Price also. They're into first berm. Harvey Tomlinson, Charlie Granger. Romeo Kapai's going underneath, getting into that 2 spot. And Malachi Price has also got into that 2 now. So Harvey Tomlinson leads it out from Malachi Price. Romeo Kapai in the 2, Lewis Longley in 3, Tommy Hamilton in 4, Ollie Porter in 6, and 5. William Friend in 6, Charlie Granger in 7, but is Harvey Tomlinson leading it out. He's got pressure from Malachi Price coming down the last straight, and Malachi's going to take him on the line.
Wow. No. Female payback is going. It is the gainer with an absolute stomper in the gate. Megan Roy sits in the 2nd place. No, she doesn't. Lucy Simpson's come over on Megan. Annabelle Townsend's hanging in there in that 4th spot at the moment. Back in my direction we go then. It is gainer in the 1. Moto 1 in 1. Moto 1 and 2 with Megan Roy. Simpson and Townsend are going at it in the 3 and 4. With Matt and Alonso in that 5 at this point in time. Final turn then. In and out the final turner. Thea Gaynor has lit up this track all afternoon. Megan Roy in the 2. Simpson and Townsend 3 and 4. Looks like the way it's going to stick. The winner. And hope we bump into the services on the way. She's got a pocket full of cash. Thea Gaynor.
Payback. We have got from Bexhill, J2 Simpson Davies. From Hackney and BMX Hype, Neil Brunez. From Knightwood, Casey Markley. From Peckham, Dean Reeves. From Braintree and Moto 1, Charlie Roy. From TNT and DC Cycles, Ruben Smith. From TNT again, Oliver Kendall. And from Birmingham, Josh Marnham. Payback is a go. Oliver Kendall gets a good start, but Josh Marnham coming from the inside. Ruben Smith is also in there, and Dean Reeves. They're into the first round. Ruben Smith on the inside. Doesn't quite make his stick, so Josh Marnham, they're all bumping the pro straight. Charlie Roy's into the 2. J2 Simpson Davies has got himself into 3. Dean Reeves in 4. Oliver Kendall in 5. Neil Brunez in 6. But Ruben Smith's got down, but Josh Marnham taking it from the start around that last corner. knows this track because he's always ridden it. Charlie Ryan for the 2. J2 Simpson Davies going in for 3. Deanery is in 4. Ollie Kendallstein in for 5. And then Neil Brunez jumping on. Doesn't go more. Give you a round of applause for Ruben Smith. Casey Markley also walking off. Ruben, you're going to show us your tricks on the last 3.